All right, so Ryan Doherty, thanks for doing this interview with us from the Olympic Training Center in Colorado Springs.
My pleasure, my pleasure.
Now this has been a big season of firsts for you, because I know in traveling internationally for volleyball, you left the country for the first time.
Right.
How was that? And then what are some of the other firsts that stand out for you this season?
Ooh, I had quite a few firsts, some of them great, some of them terrible. This is the first time I got to leave the country, and I played in 11 different countries this year, and 3 different continents. First time I was ever in China with nobody speaking English, and I had no idea how to get to where I was supposed to go. It was also the first time I got to play at the elite level of international competition and playing against the world champions or defending gold medalists and things like that. It was very frustrating to not do as well as I could, feel like I should have done. But it was also very empowering and very proud moment that I actually get to play against the best players in the world and with a USA across my chest. It was very, very cool.
And what are some of the highlights that stand out for you aside from playing with USA across your chest? Like when you look back, what were your favorite moments?
Me and Nick Lucena got a 5th, losing to the Spanish team. That was a really, really exciting finish for me because I'd never done that well in an international tournament before. I remember going on a bike ride in the Swiss Alps with I think every one of the other male players through just this incredible experience, and getting to talk with Mike Dodd as we sit down underneath a waterfall in the Swiss Alps was pretty it was pretty amazing for considering I wasn't playing volleyball more than 5 years ago.
And what were some of the challenging moments you had this season?
There was a couple 25ths in international tournaments. There was a few injuries or parts where I really wasn't feeling healthy or good, and it really kind of affected my confidence. And there was definitely some lows in there, but that's kind of what makes the highs worth it. Is if you kind of have to battle and really have to struggle a little bit, which thankfully I did.
Now, one of the great things is that when you have these highs and lows, you write about them in your blog, and you have a real sense of humor about it. Have you always had a sense of humor about athletics? Because you played baseball before volleyball, so have you always sort of...
Yeah, I've always looked at it as in athletics is a very, very difficult thing. Being an athlete is mentally incredibly challenging because you have to put everything you have into it, and then you're going to fail at some point. So how do you kind of get over that? So my attempt has always been just to make light of it, make a joke of it, kind of see the humorous side of everything. So I started writing the blog, which was basically my attempt to just kind of keep my friends and family in the loop as to what I was doing. And it's a little bit of therapy for me, just kind of blowing off steam or making jokes about other cultures when their teams beat me in those tournaments or something like that. So it's been really fun, and I've been amazed at how many people have actually read it and enjoyed it. Like when I just started it as a little gag for me and my buddies. So I'm glad that some other people get to enjoy it too.
And you're big on social media as well. Are there people that you've met at tournaments that you had never met except on Twitter or Facebook or something like that?
Absolutely. It's been pretty funny for I run a contest on my website, and then all of a sudden somebody goes, "I'm the one who won your bag from their Twitter feed." So I get to oh cool, and I take pictures with them, and it's neat that our volleyball community tends to be pretty small but pretty tight knit. Volleyball tends to stick together, and they really look out for each other. So that's been a really fun aspect, is getting to meet these people who would do anything to help me out, and I would try to help them out, and just it's a very fun and interesting environment.
What would you say one of the funniest things that happened to you this season was, or can you?
Okay, so I was playing with Todd Rogers, first tournament that I ever played in. We were in the Cayman Islands, in the finals of the North Seca tournament, and I go and lunge in the second game to try to pass a ball, and just split the seam right down the middle of my crotch, my board shorts. And Todd, as a veteran, knows to wear a Speedo underneath his shorts. I had not learned that just yet. So afterwards, we lose the final, and we have to take 1,000 pictures, and I have a hole in my board shorts. Very, very embarrassing. Me trying to hold a T-shirt or a towel down there for the entire time. From what I understand, there's been no pictures that have been indecent or any wardrobe malfunctions. I'm sure I would have heard about it.
Yeah, I haven't. I personally have not seen any, and I get those pictures. So.
Okay, perfect. So I
would have noticed
I skated away without anything too scandalous out there.
Fabulous. Well, thank you so much for meeting with us. And if people want to read your blog, what is the address?
My blog is www.ryan-darty.com. Very self-serving. I just put my name as the website.
Great. Well, thanks so much, and have a great season.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.